In my first day in the university, one of the major issues that I had was that I didn't know or understand the grading system of the university, which was totally different from the grading system I was used to in high school and in O levels. Today, I'll be unraveling that mystery to first year students in the university. So, if you're a first year student or you're just about entering into the university system, this is a very important video for you. Hello, everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Clement, and I am a fourth year student in the university, and in a few days, I'll be in my final year. Today, I have 3 questions to unravel and 5 tips that I will be giving you. So stay tuned, this video is going to be fun. These 3 questions are: number 1, what is CGPA or GPA? Number 2, how can I improve or sustain a solid CGPA all through my university days? Can I retake a course to improve my CGPA or GPA? These are the 3 interesting questions that I kind of asked myself when I was in my first year, or that I kind of have in my head right now, that will be confusing to freshers and even some university students. So I'll be answering these questions before I give you the 5 tips. But before I start answering the questions, I would like you to subscribe to the channel, because this channel is all about holistic personal development. I won't just be talking about school. I won't just be talking about relationship with people, friends and all, but I'll be talking about a lot of things from the broad spectrum of life. So please subscribe to this channel and share this video to as many people as you think it will be helpful for. Thank you very much. And now to the first question. I'll divide this first question into 2. The first part is what CGPA and GPA stands for, and the second part is how to calculate your GPA and CGPA. GPA stands for grade point average, and it is a numerical representation of your grades in the university. CGPA stands for cumulative grade point average, and it's also like a cumulative of the academic performance of a student in the university. Now let's consider the difference between GPA and CGPA. GPA is the average grade and in a particular semester, and CGPA cuts across all the semesters that you have done. Let me give you an example. In your first semester in the university, you'll have just a GPA. Your GPA and your CGPA will be the same thing because you only have one. But in your second semester in the university, the GPA of your first semester and the GPA of your second semester will be summed up, and the average will be obtained to give the CGPA. So that is the major difference between GPA and CGPA. Now, another thing that you should know is that although this grading system is actually common in universities, some high schools and middle schools, elementary schools, in countries like America and the UK and some other countries, although here in Nigeria, it is commonly used in the university. The trivia question that I have for you today is, should this system be used in our secondary schools here in Nigeria? If you think it should be used, please let me know in the comment section. But if you don't think it should be used, let me know in the comment section also. So now let's go to how CGPA is calculated. The major keywords that you should take note when we are calculating the CGPA is: number 1, the course; number 2, the number of units of the course; number 3, the grade earned from writing the exams; and number 4, the point. Now, the course is obviously the course that you actually wrote the exam or you registered for. Number 2, that's the unit of the course. Every course in the university has a number of units, a certain number of units that is assigned to them, and this is actually the value of that course to your entire result. Now, let me give you an example. If you have a course that is 5 units in a semester, and you have another course that is, let's say, 3 units, you know that the most important course is the one with the 5 units. It is more important than the one with the 3 units. If you have a course that is, let's say, 2 units and another one that is 1 unit or even 0 units, you know that the one with 2 units is more important than the one with 1 unit, or not necessarily more important, though it could be that it carries more value than the others. You understand? Let's say someone registers for a course, let's say GNS 101, MCH 101, Physics 101, CHM 101, BIO 101. Let's just take these 5 courses for example. This is a very random example. Let's assign units to these courses, and it's of course the university that assign units to all the courses, or the departments that assign units to all the courses. For GNS 101, let's say it has 3 units. For MTH 101, let's say it has 5 units. Physics 101, let's say it has 4 units. And the others have, let's say, 4 units. Let's just give these 5 courses the different grades like A, B, C, D, E, and let's add one more course, MGS 101, if it's because of that. And let's give it 3 units. That's F. A, B, C, D, E, F. Now, every grade has the number of points assigned to it. The grade A is usually assigned 5 points. Grade B is usually assigned 4. C is usually assigned 3. The grade D is usually assigned 2. The grade E is usually assigned 1. And F is usually assigned 0. Now, to get the point achieved or the point attained, you will multiply the grade earned by the number of units of a course. So for GNS 101, someone that has an A in a 3-unit course, that is 15. Someone that has a B in a 5-unit course, that's 20 points. Someone that has a C in a 4-unit course, that's 12 points. Someone that has a D in a 4-unit course, 8. Someone that has an E in a 4-unit course, that's 4 points. Someone that has an F in any course at all is obviously going to get 0. I hope you understand that. So when you get this points, you sum it all up. So the total points that that person has in this semester is what? 59 points. Now, the total number of units in the semester of all the courses registered is 23 points. Okay, so to get the grade point average, what is done is you divide the total points by the total units of the semester. So for this semester, this person has 59 points divided by 23 points. So this person has a GPA of 2.56 or 2.57. So this is how to get the GPA for a particular semester. Now for the CGPA, if you have another semester where you have, let's say, GNS 102 with also 3-unit course, NTH 102, which is a 5-unit course. Let's just leave it as it is. CHM or physics 102, 4 units. Biology 102, 4 units. Chemistry 102, 4 units. And MGS 102, that's management science, I think. Also, let's say 3 units. But now, instead of giving it A, B, C, D, E, F, let's start from F, E, D, C, B, A. Yes. So now, from what we did earlier, we know that for this person in GNS, he had 0.4 MTH. For D, that's 2. That's 2 times 4, 8. For C, that's 3. 3 times 4, that's 12. B, that's 4 times 4, 16. And A in a 3-unit course, that's 5 times 3, 15. Okay, so summing up the total points attained, that's 56. Okay, for the total number of units in a course, I think it's the same thing. So it's 23 units total for the whole semester. To get the GPA for this semester is 56 over 23, which is equal to 2.43. The CGPA is usually in 2 decimal places. So now to get the CGPA of this, now usually what they do is they add the total units that you have written. For instance, for this person, we say the total units of the first semester plus the total units of the second semester, that's 23 plus 23 equals what? 46. And the total points for both semesters, that's 59 plus 56, that's equals to 115. So now to get the cumulative grade point, that's the CGPA, that's equal to 1 2.15 divided by 46, 2.5. This is actually very tricky because we have universities that use the maximum attainable grade points to be 4.0 or 5.0. In University of Ibadan, I think they use 4.0, and in most universities in Nigeria, they use 5.0. This example is for someone that is in a school where 5.0 is the maximum attainable CGPA or the maximum attainable grade point. But for universities where they use 4.0 as their maximum attainable grade point, we have for A will be 4 points, B will be 3 points, C will be 2 points, D will be 1 point, and E will be 0 points. Let us take an example for the 4.0 maximum grade point, maximum attainable grade point, which is having the same first semester results that we used. For someone that had an A in a 3-unit course, that's 4 times 3, that will be 12. A B in a 5-unit course, that's 3 times 5, that's 15. A C in a 4-unit course, that's 2 times 4, 8. D in a 4-unit course, that's 1 times 4, that's 4. 0 in a E in a 4-unit course, that's 0, and F in a 3-unit course, that's 0, and that the total will be 39. So this 39 divided by 23, that will be 1.69. You need to do your research well. You need to ask questions from seniors, from lecturers, from professors. You need to ask questions about the repercussions of getting certain grades or certain points in a semester, because a lot of times this grade points actually attract some repercussions. They attract some conditions that if you have an F, you have to rewrite the course. For instance, someone that uses for the University of Ibadan that uses 4.0, if you have an E, you have to rewrite the course. So that is, you must check for it in your school and find out what is going on and how they do that, so that you'll be aware of these things and not just go and write exams ignorantly. Now let's go to the classes which we are all used to. We are from secondary school. We've probably been hearing first class, second class upper, second class lower, on and on like that. But let us actually define what this means. So first class in my school is 4.5 to 5.0. In my school, 4.5 to 5.0 is first class. 3.5 to 4.5 is second class upper. 2.5 to 3.5 is actually, or 3.4 is actually second class lower. And of course, I think 1.5 to 2.5 is third class, and 1.0 to 1.5 you'll be advised to drop one. Let's just talk about 5 tips to get to improve your CGPA, and I'll just talk from my head what has worked for me or what I think I should have done that would have worked for me. Number 1, I feel university or like secondary school is a team work. You can't do this alone. Fine, you might be someone that actually thrive on your own, you might be an introvert that like to study on your own, but still I believe you can do it with other people. There are tutorials that students organize among themselves that is going to be helpful, because they are going to expand on things that most lecturers do not really expand upon in the class or during the class. And also study groups, that has worked for me. That I can say that the trajectory of my results actually shifted when I joined my study group. That a few videos ago I talked about them. They have really helped me, and it's not like they helped me write exams or anything, but that bond actually brings accountability and actually brings a push, a sense of motivation and a sense of responsibility. Because if I have some courses that is allotted to me by the group, I will be responsible. I will have that sense of responsibility enough to put in my best in those courses, so that I'll be able to help others to get an A in that course by studying and helping them with tutorials and all. And if you are not a people person, that is totally fine. That is totally fine. But while studying, make sure you study along the past questions. That is that cannot be overemphasized. In my school, there are some new departments, so that may not work. For departments that has been existing for years and decades ago, you need to make use of your past questions. And this is not, sometimes if you're lucky, you will see the questions. For my department, you probably will see the questions that you have prepared with the questions that you have seen before in past questions. For some, it might be different. It might be some slight changes, but you need to understand the pattern of the certain questions which the lecturer uses. That's why you need to use the past questions. And number 4, another thing that I think is going to help is starting early. That cannot be overemphasized. Start your studying early, like literally from the first day of the semester. Start studying. Another thing that I propose: ask questions. Ask questions. Man, I can be an introvert sometimes, but I feel if I had been more extroverted and just break out of my box and actually ask questions from seniors, from teachers, from lecturers, from professors, I think, and even my colleagues, I think I would have actually done better. So please don't be nervous in school. I understand. Please ask questions, meet people, ask them questions. The thing is that people are actually happy to help. When I help someone, I feel a sense of happiness. Like making this video, whenever I put out a video, even if I just have two views at first, I'm usually happy that yes, at least I helped. I tried to help someone, and someone will see this video in the next few years and be grateful for it. I don't know if you're grateful for this video, please let me know in the comment section. It gives me a lot of joy. I think that's basically all for the video today. So those are the 3 questions that we answered and the 5 tips that I gave. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.